Yes, hello, good morning to you, everyone. Back in the UK. It's fresh. It is fresh outside. Yes, I hope this is doing all right, wherever you are in the world. But news this morning, it's not good. I mean, when is it ever good news for Newcastle? So it looks like we have missed out on Benjamin Sesko, which is a real sucker punch, considering the amount of players that we have missed out this summer. It's endless. It just goes on and on and on. You can talk about five, six players. You could probably make a seven-a-side team. But looks like Benjamin Sesko has opted to go to Man United. Newcastle really can't be too much blamed. I thought I'd never say that after me rant in South Korea, because I've let it all out with how the communication with the board the last 12 months and transfers this summer has been an utter joke. I still feel that way, but Newcastle actually bid it slightly more for Manchester United. It's just the player is choosing Man United. Look, Man United have no Champions League football. They're sat down in 15th place. They're in tatters, but they can still pull players like Sir Brian and Mbeumo, who we were linked to, and Benjamin Sesko under Newcastle's hands. And will it be a move that he regrets? Obviously, I think you'll probably get paid a lot more than at Man United. There's no shadow of a doubt about it. And I was just putting the travel vlog together, as you'll see that later on today. So stay tuned for that. But then I seen David Ornstein tweeted, Keith Downey just shortly after, and then about 5-10 minutes later, Craig Hope tweeted it as well. So it looks like the Slovenian, who's well thought of, scores goals. I think he scored 22 last season, is well highly thought of. Newcastle need a striker in because we haven't still cleared up the whole Alexander Isak situation, which leaves us onto that, because Isak can't be allowed to go if we can't get a replacement. There's no way in hell we can rely on Will Asula to lead the line, and possibly Anthony Gordon, who might have to fill in up front. Don't get me wrong, he played well, Gordon, against Spurs in the last game in South Korea, but he's not a striker. So Isak, even if Isak wants that move, he'll not be allowed to go until we bring in a first choice world class striker. And we don't even need one, we need two, realistically, because even if Isak goes and we brought in another striker, whatever happens to that striker, where it's injury suspension, he's not going to play 50 odd games. Remember, we've got Champions League football, we've got the two domestic cups, we've got 38 Premier League games. That striker's not going to play every single game. You need another one in, so we need two through the door. And obviously, Eddie Howe's met with Alexander Isak the past 24 hours. The squad are due back this morning, the rest of the squad, to get ready for the Salah Cup, which is only a couple of days' time, which will be there for both games for you, as per. But the showdown talks with Eddie Howe would have happened with Alexander Isak yesterday. Will he play any part in the Salah Cup? Is it risky? Is he match fit? Does he have an injury? Does he not have an injury? Was he faking it just so he doesn't have to travel? Look, we can speculate all day long till the cows come home. But the bad news this morning is that Benjamin Sesko looked like he's opting for Manchester United. Newcastle were hopeful that they can get him. Man United were only really going to bid if they knew that the player would join them. So maybe they've got word through agents and tapping up. It happens all the time, doesn't it? But looks like he is opting for Man United. It's a short one this morning. I've had plenty of sleep, got my head round it. I've had 12 hours sleep, needed it. And woke up to that news. So it's not fantastic. But yeah, we'll bring you the travel vlog a little later, as I say, over on NFTV Extra. I'm going to say non-league writing tonight to get my football fix, of course, the Salah Cup. But Newcastle's transfer window, we've only really brought in Anthony Langa and Aaron Ramsdale. Ramsdale, we don't know whether he's going to be second choice at the moment. I would say second choice at the moment. He might get a first team running later in the season, but Alanga's really only out and out first team signing, considering we've lost Callum Wilson, we've lost Sean Longstaff, and then back in January we lost Lloyd Kelly and Miguel Miron. So yeah, we need signings for the door. I'm frustrated by it. I haven't got the energy to rant. Probably with all the travelling, and I've only been awake an hour and a half. But that's the news this morning. I think you've got to put the Sesko to bed and go after another striker. What I want to know from yous in the comments below then is there any names that are not elite, but maybe the next bracket that Eddie Howe can develop? Because remember, Alexander Isak wasn't elite when we signed him. He had all the potential in the world, but he wasn't like he is now. So is there any names out there across Europe or South America or wherever that you would go, do you know what, go after this kid and tell us why? But the news this morning, as I say, Benjamin Sesko looks like he's opting for Man United. We'll move on.